What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic. You haven't heard much about him so far this season, and I think that's by design because they do not want, and when I say they, I'm talking about Clutch Sports. I'm talking about the affiliated members of Lemedia'S Incorporated. They don't want any of these guys getting too close to their king. All right? They want to delay that as much as possible because this guy is selfish. You know? He cares about numbers and stuff. The guy wore a shirt that said, "Check my stats." He's the most self-absorbed, stat-hunting fucking dude I've ever seen in my life. But anyway, Jokic, of course, has 2 league MVPs. I believe he won them in 2020, 21 and 2021-22. There was a big clamor for him to get it last year, but I thought that it was getting to a point where they were changing too much criteria for Jokic. You know what I'm saying? That they weren't doing for other players. They gave it to Joel Embiid. Now, he cried to death to get it. He finally got it. And then proceeded to choke in an unprecedented manner for an MVP. I mean, all his numbers way down in the postseason. So, here we go. Now, Jamal Murray has been out for quite some time now. I think it's a knee injury or ankle injury? I can't remember exactly which injury it was. Not the career, threatening injury he had several years ago, but still, he's out for a month with probably a calf injury or something like that. But anyway, but Denver Nuggets, despite the fact Jokic doesn't have an all-star caliber player other than himself on his roster right now, the Denver Nuggets are 14-7. They're hanging strong. Did recently lose to the Kings. The only thing I heard about Jokic in the news so far has been the fact that he was fined for flopping. Right? But this is the thing, y'all. Do you know Jokic right now leads the NBA in total points, total rebounds, and total assists? Those are the same statistical categories that he led the playoffs in last year, becoming the first NBA player ever to do so in a playoff run. And the first professional basketball player to do it. No, actually, he's the first one to ever do it. But he's the first basketball player to average at least 28, 10 and 5 in a playoff run since George McGinnis. But he's the first one, and that was like in the early 1970s in the ABA for the Pacers. But Jokic is the first guy ever to lead the playoffs in total points, total rebounds, and total assists. But right now he's doing so in the regular season. As a matter of fact, Jokic's numbers right now are better overall than his 2 MVP seasons. In 2020-21, Jokic that year averaged 26.4 points, 10.8 rebounds, 8.3 assists, 1.3 steals, 56.6% shooting from the floor, 38.8% from downtown, and 86.8% from the free throw line. His next season, his second MVP year, 27.1 points, 13.8 rebounds, 7.9 assists, 1.5 steals, 58.3% shooting from the floor, 3-point shooting down a bit, 33.7%, but 81% from the foul line. This year, so far, Jokic is averaging a career high 29 points per game, leading the NBA in rebounding at 12.8 a game, 9.8 assists, 1.2 steals, 56.8% shooting from the floor. 3-point shooting is struggling. He's struggling from the 3-point line right now. Only 30%. And he's shooting 78% from the foul line. But his efficiency, I mean, he'd still be shooting 57% from the floor, even though he's struggling from three like that. But anyway, the most important thing is the Denver Nuggets are still in the top echelon of the Western Conference, despite missing Jamal Murray. Now, make no mistake about it, they can't win a championship without Jamal Murray. They can't do so. But the fact that they're still that high, like he's maintaining this team, despite, you know what I'm saying, the absence of Murray, this should be talked about. Because look, why is it that we've already heard stupid talking points about LeBron being in the MVP conversation, but you're not hearing anything about Jokic? You notice that? You haven't heard anything about Jokic. They might bring up some guy that's never won an MVP before because they don't want these guys closing in on LeBron. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. It's too obvious. We've been saying this for far too long. First it was Giannis. Now it's Jokic. Because Jokic is a threat. Jokic is a threat to LeBron. Therefore, you don't hear any more about him. But anyway, just want to point this out. Tell me what you guys think.